Man, I was definitely surprised. I didn't really see it coming. I know Loose Cannon had that situation on camera that, I was a little bit kind of worried that, something might happen because of that. But as far as like this whole Big Rico on Big U, I didn't see that coming at all. I had no idea the Big U, I'm not saying, allegedly was involved in all these things. I mean, especially, a lot of people are kind of tripping out because he's 58 years old. Allegedly still doing these types of things.
Yeah, that's crazy work. That's crazy work. But it's no different. Like a good friend of mine is Michael Franzese, former head of the Colombo crime family, and not the former head, former boss in a certain crime family, and in the Cosa Nostra culture, it's common to see somebody in advanced age still being with the business. It's not often that you see people at that age in, black organizations and black gangs and stuff like that operating on that level. So, it was common knowledge. It was common knowledge to people who operate outside in the field, like who he was, and what he did, and who he called the shots for. And he not the only guy that's like that, but even the street vendors had to pay them money. That's crazy. The corn man got to pay you some cheese. That's crazy work. You ain't gonna be able to get away with that too long, man. Not gonna be able to get away with that too long. And it's only two guys who've been saying the feds picked him up. He under indictment. They've been saying it this whole time. How would you know that? How can y'all know? I only had that phone for 3 days, and they called me. I had just got that phone, bro. Then here come these two dudes calling my phone. I'm like, how did they get this number? There's no way, bro, I change my number all the time. You know that. You feel me? So, when we communicate, we got our channel we communicate on. I only had that phone for 3 days, bro. And then here come these two weirdos calling my phone. And then recording my phone call. How can you do that? How can you record? Recording somebody's phone call in 2 consenting states is a felony. If you don't have consent from the second party, that is a crime. They're doing it with impunity and then posting it online. The only time, let's take Whitey Bulger, for example. Whitey Bulger was killing people, committing several crimes while being an informant. Because they don't care. Let the animals kill each other. In the Cosa Nostra, they always said, if you see a guy that operates in a lifestyle and he's a violent guy, he is working. People on the internet, not gangster. They not outside. They don't really know what's going on. They see guys yelling and screaming on the computer, and to them, he's a buster, cuz. You feel pyro. As soon as they see that, oh man, there's some gangster shit going on. No, bro, watch out. How can you commit all these, y'all doing this with with impunity? They got this man as a witness on it. He a victim in the case.
Crazy work.
Nobody saying anything.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.